Is there a difference between a need to finding like a partner and horniness? like okay.
What do you mean? Okay, break down that question.
So as in,
break down
like, is
that-
there a
okay.
difference between wanting to find like a partner for life, like marriage and kids and family, or just like a one night stand?
Okay, so
Okay,
like
that's
so
Is that what you're asking?
No, so this survey, so this survey that Phil said, right? It was like more men feel single and lonely. It's not just
Right.
lonely; it's single and lonely,
Right,
right?
right.
So are they? What does that mean? Does that mean that they?
It means they have no riz.
Does that mean that they need more riz, or does that mean that they are missing a partner in life that's they?
Probably both.
I think you can be in a relationship and be lonely.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes. On the flip side, I believe you can be in a relationship and be horny as well. It's just, you know.
I may have shot the goal, but my riz is still at an all-time high, baby.
There is definitely a lot of like married couples out there that might have lost the flame and
Bro, literally every Japanese couple that like uses like a fucking soap land, right? Like that's literally it. They're in a committed relationship, but they still want to fuck.
yeah.
Like,
So it's genuinely like what are people looking for nowadays? Like, are they desperate? What are they more desperate for? Because I see, let's say, a lot of thirsty people pop up on my timeline. Every now and again, we see it.
Well, now we're getting into a topic of how much, is the access of porn, is it harmful? Like, is having too much
is
porn
porn damaging the youth?
Well, no, that's like,
today?
I guess a lot of the times I think if anyone tries to be like, porn should be banned, I'm like, shut the fuck up. But it's like, I think there's a legitimate thing of like, is consuming far too much porn, does it do something to your brain?
There's a limit.
Like,
there's a healthy limit.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's just like, it's like a fucking coffee. It's like, you can abuse coffee.
Yeah.
Like I think, but I don't think.
I'm looking the guy that does it.
Me.
Yeah.
But I think like people who would be like, we should ban coffee. It can be dangerous. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Don't fucking, get a fucking grip. What do you mean? Get over
Have a coffee.
yourself.
Shut up.
Just don't be horny. Don't be horny.
Going back to what you said about loneliness and horniness.
Yeah.
I think what that meant was like people who were single and lonely, as in like maybe they didn't have any meaningful connections and they were also single.
Yeah.
Right? Not that they were horny and single. What?
Okay.
What are you asking? Because I think
As in, they were getting no bitches in every sense of the word.
so you can like, okay, gonna go.
Okay, so let's say this is so stupid.
Okay,
we're here. Let's discuss.
Let's say you're one of those guys that identified yourself as single and lonely.
Okay.
What were you more desperate to look for? What void were you trying to fill? Were you trying to fill the horny void, or were you trying to fill the connection void?
Well, I think a lot of people mistakenly assume that you fill both with the same thing.
Well, that's
I just use the word fill.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I feel maybe for a lot of those people, loneliness can equate to either one or both.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are some people who are just like, I don't really have interest in like, finding a partner or a wife and a husband and, starting a family or anything. I just want someone who's there for me to, maybe fulfill my sexual, frustrations or, like maybe lack thereof any kind of human connection in that sense.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure there are some people who are like, yeah, I'm kind of done sleeping around. I just want to find someone that I can just love for the rest of my life and start a family with, right?
Yeah, because like in my life I have known like a few guys as well who, they would their top priority wasn't so much finding let's say a real like relationship or like a partner. They just wanted to find someone, anyone, and it's like just some like a partner just to like fill that void of not having a partner there.
Yeah.
And it was less of like, is there a real connection there? And it's more of, okay, this is a partner who I can obviously sleep with because we're in a relationship. But also they're kind of just there. I kind of just want that void to be filled. And that was more like just having someone there was more important than finding the right person or the
Right.
or
You mean Japan?
I guess so.
Like a sex friend?
Huh?
Like a sex friend?
No, I think it just means just present. Just somebody who's just
Oh, someone's just in there in your life.
Yeah,
for
And
sure.
I've met like several people like that in their life who, if they're not in a relationship, or even if, especially someone who has just not been in a relationship, period, they're just kind of looking for anyone to fill that hole,
Well, I mean, again, like that's the whole reason why like soap lands in Japan are so fucking popular, and because like Japan has just figured out, oh, I need someone there even for a short period of time to like, make sure and reiterate to myself that, oh, I'm not lonely. And Japan was like, well, you can do that. Just pay to win, bro. And then you got it.
It's all
pay to win, bro.
It's all
And you
pay
got
to
it.
win, baby.
There will be someone there for you, whether that be in a soap land, a hostess club, a host club, any kind of like fucking cafe, cuddle cafe, whatever it may be. There's so many different varieties of it now in Japan, and it's like, yep. Here you go. It from 0 horniness to level 100 horniness. We have everything on the spectrum. You can choose. It's just pay to win.
Yeah, and I've always I've always wanted, because I was very because when I was growing up, I was like, I'm not gonna get married until I'm at least 35 in my mind, right? In my mind, that's what I thought my life path was going to be.
Why 35?
I don't know. That number just felt like what I thought when I thought I would be ready to settle down with a life partner in my mind. And life doesn't always go the way you think it's going to go.
No.
I thought I was going to meet my life partner way later in life and, have way more time before I actually, tied the knot. But I ended up meeting Sydney way earlier than when I thought I would. And I have, I found someone that feels everything I've wanted to in a partner. So that's where I recognize I'm very blessed. So because I didn't have to go through the Tinder phase, or just like the phase where
the date game
where I'm working, but also have to like try to find time to find love in my life. And that's why I asked the question, because I've never been through that stage in my life. I'm like, what do people look for? Are they more looking for a real human connection, or are they horny? And
do they just want to fuck?
And they want to fuck, which is totally fair. I'm a guy as well. I get horny as well. I fucking get it. It's like it's more of like a genuine question.
I think the three of us are the only one who has experience in that. All right,
I'm kind of in the same ballpark as you. I'm just not married yet.
I'm just speaking my mind out loud, to be honest.
No, you just.